I'm Ryan Besson from the Pop Culturist, and it's been about a week since I went and saw Avengers Infinity War, and a lot of shit went down in that movie. I'm talking a lot of shit. But since my screening, I've been hunkered down in some semi-deep thought, trying to crack a very particular section of the film, and I want to see what you guys think. So of course, mega spoilers. This entire theory stems around the end of this film and some very specific moments, so you have been warned. Alright. In order to get the best understanding of my theory, I need to recap some very particular events. Throughout the movie, it's stated on multiple occasions that Thanos, once in possession of all 6 Infinity Stones, will have the power to wipe out half the universe in a click of his finger. Well, during the final showdown fight, that's exactly what he does. Shortly after, many characters begin to literally turn into dust, like T'Challa, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, Drax, and many, many more, leading us to believe that this is the end of them. Poof, kaput, dead. While Thanos, content with his work has been completed and a busted Infinity Gauntlet in hand, heads off to see his beloved sunset as a reward for a job well done. But what if they're not dead? What if that they have simply been shifted to an alternate timeline? Alright, to kick things off, we need to talk about Doctor Strange. About midway in the film, Doctor Strange is sitting on a rock and using his time stone to view all 14 million plus possible timelines. And when asked, he states there is only one way that they could quote-unquote win. Therefore, it is possible for the good guys to come out somewhat as victors. Along with this, in a previous conversation, he states that he would let Tony and Peter Parker die if it meant Thanos wouldn't get the Infinity Stone. However, when the time came, pun intended, he just hands it on over, even when Tony has a big old piece of metal in his chest. Why would he even do this? As stated, he is literally sworn to protect this stone over his own life. But as he said, quote, it's the only option to save some people. Speaking of some people, did you happen to notice that all of the quote-unquote survivors were the OG characters? Characters with actors whose contracts would be starting to run out soon or may already have? And all those quote-unquote dead characters just happen to have sequels in the works. There is no way that they can make more movies if these characters are no longer with us. Now, can they? But they are no longer with us. Not in this timeline anyway. Follow me here. The 2 stones that get the most focus in this film are the Time and the Soul Stone, which we will get to later. That cannot just be a coincidence. What if, in conjunction with the Reality Stone, which is known to change this perception of time, the Time Stone can literally make a new reality and potential timeline? Look, this exact point is all speculation, of course. However, there are some reasons why Marvel would want to make a new timeline. In December 2017, for a massive $52 billion, Disney purchased Fox. And you know where I'm going here. Owners of properties like Alien, Home Alone, Night at the Museum, Die Hard, oh yeah, and the fucking X-Men. Previous to this acquisition, it was stated by Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. showrunner Marissa Tanhoran that many Marvel characters and properties were off limits due to the Fox ownership, even preventing the word mutant. This is why they tend to focus on the Inhumans in that show. But Jed Whedon, who also was a showrunner for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., stated that, quote, there's a database that's tailored to our show with the properties we can use, as well as the properties that are owned by other studios, and things that are flagged for major franchises. There are certain rules in terms of the Marvel brand. Marvel is very focused on being grounded. So to put it simply, in the past, mutants, therefore the X-Men, were a big no-go, and the idea of a massive subsect of the population possessing superpowers wouldn't quite fit the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or at least this current one. Think about it. They can't just suddenly throw mutants into this continuity. How would that even work? Oh, we have just discovered this team of superpowered heroes. Oh really? How did we not know about this? Where were they even hiding? Oh, they were just hanging out in some forest in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Wait, just hiding in the woods? Yeah, but wait until you hear this. There are literal thousands of them all around the world. And we, the collection of the potentially biggest and best brains on the entire planet, had no idea. A small population of genetically mutated individuals with larger-than-life superpowers just hidden in some woods. Who would have known? But I guess the same could be said for Wakanda, but that doesn't help my point. So like any good conspiracy theorist, I'm going to simply ignore that. And what has the comic book industry done whenever they want to start from relative scratch? They make an alternate universe or timeline. Think the Marvel's Ultimate series, or what DC does like every 5 years. And come on, after 18 movies in 10 years, they don't want to soft reboot some of this stuff? So let's humor me for a minute. If this is true and the Dust Heroes are moved to this alternate dimension / timeline, what does that mean for the boys and girls back home? Well, who was left? Thor, Cap, Iron Man, Hulk, War Machine, Scarlet Witch, and a bunch of us random people. All long-term characters that have seen their trilogy of films, so anything can happen to them really. They go and be old somewhere, never to be seen again. But come on, you think after the hundreds of words I've written here, I think they will just fade into nothingness? Nah, man. So here is what could happen. As we see at the end of the film, Thanos is done. He's wandered off to his makeshift hut where he can watch his sunset with his busted Infinity Gauntlet. He sitting there thinking, man, it was really good to have murdered all those people and create a lovely new balance in the universe. Wrong. They may not be here, and they might even be dead. Under circumstances I haven't created yet, he somehow discovers that all these people have dodged the figurative bullet, and we saw how pissy he got when Gamora lied to him. Imagine if he learns that the literal universe lied to him. Who was responsible for this trickery? Doctor Strange. Now, where did he last see him? Titan. So he does go there, no Strange, but a not-so-stab Robert Downey Jr.? Well, I guess he'll just pummel his face into pulp. Next, he returns back to the home of the Sorcerer Supreme to just destroy everything. And then maybe he wipes out the rest of existence with the glove or something, and then Captain Marvel rocks up and does some space things. Look, I haven't really sussed out this part all that well, but come on, it's a theory at a time. But is any of this possible? With both films being shot back to back and absolutely zero leaks about the inclusion of the X-Men, it's incredibly unlikely. Really, what is most likely is this lame thing that all the souls of the quote-unquote dead are trapped inside the Soul Stone, and this would explain his vision with young Gamora. And how do they get out of the stone? Dunno. Maybe if Thanos is taken down, they come out. Think like all the souls trapped in Voldemort's wand in Harry Potter. No, it's so exciting. Or is it? What if the energies produced by Thanos' use of the gauntlet, with the focal point being on Earth, has fundamentally changed some people on a cellular level, thus creating the potential for mutation? X-Men, baby! Anyways, look, that's some crazy thinking that I have thrown together for Avengers Infinity War. Have you seen the movie? Do you think my theory holds any merit, or am I just straight up wrong? Or do you even have a better theory? Well, comment below and let me know. But until next time, I'm Ryan Besson from The Pop Culturist, and that was some batshit conspiracy theory that I made up about Avengers Infinity War.